Hey, my chickadees. How y'all doing tonight? Trying to get this set. It was a little bit too close. Oh, Lord. All right. We have a lot going on tonight. Let me tell you, it is hot up in here. Literally hot. I need to cut the AC on or something. Sweating. Okay. It's day 51. We have officially passed the halfway mark and we have completed, or we will be completing day 51. And since we went live, we can just go on and mark that right on off there. Day 51 is done. Hey, Miss Beth. It's hot up in here, Miss Beth. I need to cut some AC on. Something. Okay, so we marked our day 51 off. And I had some Happy Mail. So I thought I'd come on just a few minutes early so I could do my Happy Mail on my haul. Miss Linda sent me this cute Happy Mail and she repurposed a junk mail envelope for it. Isn't that wild? She decorated it. That was the back. The back of the envelope, she made the front and she put my address and her address and she did some stamping it with some I looked to see if it was rub-ons. So I think it's rub-ons. And then there's a stamp, and that stamp is cool. And then on this side, it's Let's Go Green, and she put some stamps and washi tape, and it's got snail mail across it. So cute. And then I got a whole bunch of goodies inside it. And that one says, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so cute. But she made a pocket. That is cool. She always does these little cards, and it says Earth, Everyday Earth Day. It's got the little fairy floating across there. And it says, humankind has not woven the web of life. We are but one thread within it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. All things are bound together, all things connected. And that's Chief Seattle. That is so cute. I love when she does those quotes. And I can't believe it, Miss Linda. Miss Linda, your Happy Mail made it to me before Easter. And I just can't believe it. It was stamped April the 14th. April the 4th. I don't know. It was stamped sometime on the 4th or so. But it's just, it got here fast and usually takes forever. It's, I usually get the 1st of her April stuff, the end of April, 1st of May. We got the cute little chickens. They so cute. That's going to go in my chicken book. And then she sent me some cute little, that kind of looks like a chicken egg. We could put that in chicken book decorated as an egg. And then a picture frame. And then this lovely, feels like upholstery fabric. This lovely piece of fabric. And then she sent me this little chicken frame card. Then this little frame. And look at this one. It's so cute with the camera marked out as a frame. And then she sent me, I hope you can't see it. No, you can't see it. She sent me a thank you card and thanked me for the goodies and hope I could enjoy those. Happy Earth Day and happy Easter. That was so sweet. And that's going to go in our book. Put that up there so I can put it in the book. And this will go in our Happy Mail goodies that we make stuff with. And I have some. I think that will look cute. And I made me another drop thing. Okay, so that was the Happy Mail. I'll put that up in the Happy Mail goodie box. Hey, Steph. Okay, then I got my box in from Nakia. And I was going to do this tonight, but I got the other thing fixed, so this took a back seat. But this is that lovely, wonderful piano roll. We're gonna make a journal cover out of this piano roll. I love making piano roll journal covers. We're going to take it from rolling it off here, Mod Podge, everything. The whole, well, I don't use Mod Podge. I call that, but I use my Nana's glue. We're going to do the whole kit and caboodle to prepare that for a, it's a 1923, I think, or 26. But we're going to do the little thing there. And then, let's see, what else did I get from the key? I can't remember. I done separated it. I think these came from the Kia for our gel printing. And I used one to copy dye my papers with. And then I think this one came from the Kia. The girls of Miss Pritchard's School. And I think these came from Nakia. The Rabbit is Next, 1973. And the Tony line, which I think this is the, this is the 73 and this is the 78. Little golden books. And then I got this one. I did pay $2 for it, but that's okay because I've got a whole bunch of train stuff and I want to put that in my train stuff. Oh, which one? The line book? I thought that would look cute in my train journal. And then, of course, for my peoples, I had to get this. This is so cute. All right. And then this came from Erin. It is the little chicken charm. And the little set of eggs. It's got one missing. The little charm. I thought we could put that on the chicken book. And Aaron and Aronde. And then at this book, The Birds and Poets, and this one is The Best Little Literature. So I got all that stuff. And then this one, I done hooked it over here. But I got one of those charm sets. It has, because I love gnomes. And it has a little girl gnome with a pink hat. So I got her, and it had little rain boots, and then it's got shovels, and I don't know, carrots and gloves, and a fence, and I don't know, all this other stuff. I bought it for this and the glove and the rain boots, but it's still cute. So those are going some different little journals. Okay, so that's my haul stuff. All right, now, woo! Guess what, y'all? Oh, that neat oven with the painting girl. Oh, yes. Have you ever read that book? The Girls of Miss Pritchard's School. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't know what year this is. I got it because I wanted that cover to make me a journal. I need to start actually writing in a journal. Oh, it's 1904. I didn't know it was that old. Hey, Dana. How you doing tonight? It's not. It's got one picture here. It's got the picture on the book plate. And then I think that's the only picture. Yeah, that's the only picture. The other book I read didn't have it on the. What could I read? Oh yeah. Yeah. I might have to read this one again before I rip it apart. But I enjoyed it. I don't even know if that's the same version. Okay, so yeah, no pictures. I did, and he sent me chapter 2. Okay, so I had planned I needed one more drop book at work. So I had planned for us to make a drop book and start the piano book. Oh, let me get it. So I went on and made my drop book while I was watching and finished it up right before the live while I was watching Die. And it's just, I just sewed that in. That is some vintage wallpaper there. And then this came from Miss Dale. She had already had it cut in some of her fabric. So I just took my cat litter. Hear it? Yes, my oldest 30-year-old did. That cat litter bag is in there. So I did the cat litter bag and glued it, and then sewed around it. And then I sewed, instead of doing the eyelets, I just sewed it in because it's just a drop notebook. And then I put these in. Now, somebody was asking about what do we do with our painting papers. And here, I like using them in my journal, especially the ones that have texture and feels good. So, you know, I like putting them in there if they coordinate with the journal. And this is Julian's. It was on Die's stream tonight. This came out of her coffee shop. Not this, that's my painting paper, but these papers. They're so pretty. I grabbed these to show y'all and put them in here. And then I just took the back of them and coffee dyed them. Just spritz them with some coffee. I keep this coffee right here on my desk. And it's just some extra strong. Oh, thank you. I think he's going to try to when he gets through with it. Extra dark roast coffee, some kind of, it has a skull or I don't know. It's something my son got. It will grow hair on your chest with 1 cup. So I took I stole some of it and put it in here with some water. And I didn't add water to it a couple times. When I tell you it's some dark coffee, it's some dark coffee. And I took it and spritzed it. See, I took one of those things from Ikea and laid on it and spritzed it, those doilies. That's another piece of painting paper. So, and it has, and we did this together. And see, they even look, here's the pink one. Y'all remember it. See how it even looks different when you put it in a journal. And then so you can see the doily if you spritz it dark. And then this one's just a light mist spritz because, you know, I got to write on this at work. So, and then the centerpiece is the daisies. And that came from Julie's kit. And these were some freebies on her shop. And I put her link down there. But she was on Die's too. And she made the cutest little thing. So if y'all didn't see Die's, the Messy Palette, if you didn't see her stream tonight, go over there and watch it and see what Julie did. She made a really cute thing. And then I just made this as a closure. And then, of course, you know, on the back, I did this because I will lose these, y'all. They have to be fastened. I cannot have a pretty, sweet, if I'm going to use it and it's not a look me journal, you know, a little looky-loo or something that sits by my bed, you know, that doesn't go nowhere. If I'm actually supposed to use the journal, I can't have anything that's not attached because I will lose it. I lose this whole book. You know, they'll call me, say, April, you left your book there. I got to go back and get it. So I finished that up tonight so we could play. So I got all that done. I've got the rest of our book to read a little bit more to you right before we go to bed. But Di texted me and said she had her Viking kit up and she had the Indians up and the Cowboys. Now, there's some Cowboys in with the Indians. There's some the ones we had and some that are changed. And then there's some Vikings. Now, I didn't print all. You get 20-something pages or something. I didn't. I bought the kits, but I did not print them all out. I'm just saying. And then she had the cutest. Hey, Becca. The cutest little steampunk weenie dog. No lie. Weenie dog, she steampunked. I'm telling you, I have never seen nothing so cute my whole life. Look at that. Look at that. And that's not the cutest one. Look at that little steampunk weenie dog. Oh my gosh, you got to go over to Di's Coffee Shop and get this steampunk weenie dog. He's so cute. Okay, so I had to print him out to go with our Cowboys and Indians because, hey, he just traveled back through time. He traveled back through time to tell us the story of these hot mugs, okay? So, this is one little thing I did with the Viking. This is the Viking. Can you see him? Let me cut this off. There you go. This is the Viking. And he's the one that started, him and the weenie dog. Because this is, I call them filler pages. They part of the kit, but we ain't looking at that. We looking at this. So what happened was, this is one page. This is another page. So I fussy cut him out the page because I ain't care about the stuff behind him. And then I took this and I cut a hole here. I cut a hole here and cut a hole here and here. And then I just slipped him in there, slipped this over top of him and slipped him back in there and weaved him in there like a little basket. So he looks like he's coming out of that picture. Because I figured that this was hanging up in the museums with the Cowboys and the Indians and the Vikings. You've seen the night at the museum. But anyway, it was hanging up. And the little steampunk guy and him just came right on through it and brought us the story of our Cowboys and Indians and Vikings. So this is him. This is him. I don't know any Viking names, so if anybody knows one, please tell me and we'll name him that. But he needs a manly name, a manly Viking name. Maybe or something. I don't know. A manly Viking name. See, this was behind him, so I just made him a 4x5, and I didn't care about those Viking rooms. I know Diane worked hard to get those rooms to show up right, because there are some rooms on there, some real rooms. But I didn't care. I cut them heifers off. Okay. Then let me just bring y'all down. Y'all really don't care about seeing my arms, and that day y'all want to see this. I did some printing. Now, you going to print and play with it if you go over there and get it. Now, it's up to you. This is how I did it. So, I cut this one out. This one, she kind of cleaned up one of the other ones that she sent me real fast. So, hot dog. I had to print him out. The only Viking names is How to Train the Dragon, maybe. Well, what was one of them? I don't even know that one. So, I had to print him out. Then here's the Indian. This is the first time I've seen her Indian kit. This is the one Lindy was wanting, I think. So, movies I watched, I ain't never seen no Indians look this good. That might be how come some of them white women got kidnapped. They might have voluntarily went. I might would have fainted on him too, so he'd take me and kidnap me on. That wolf sure is pretty. And I like that moon. Look at that moon behind him. Okay, so that's one Indian. Here's another Indian. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Okay. I'll Google them names. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I like them, though. Look at you on that with them names. This one right here looks pretty good. Maybe he's a little dark looking for the Indians, but maybe it's night or maybe that's how they look in the Outback. I don't know. I forgot the names of the Outback Indian tribal people. But, he looks okay. I like the horse. The horse looks really cute. I mean, he's an artist there. He's painted that horse right on up. Yep. That's Chief Commonwealth. Okay. Then, this one looked a little evil, but he's protecting us. So, there's our protector right there. Yep. He looks, Then him. He got clothes on, so I don't really know what he looks like, but them eyes and cheekbones kind of cute. He real cute. He looks like he's probably the Viking prince, I would think. Oh my God. Okay, Miss Beth had that Eric too. He looks like a bad boy. He does. I just don't like all that facial hair. But you know. And this was just cute to me, so I printed it out. That was cute to me. We needed something to go on the page, stick them on, so I thought that was cute. Then, she had this one. So I pushed it down because, I figured the Viking could be on one side and the cowboy could be on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Around the bear. That's, maybe it might even be Indian. Who knows? Here, this one. That's my favorite Viking. I kind of like to wash some clothes. Yep, I like washing clothes. That's another Viking. Now, I have to do a full disclosure here, ladies. Gents, if you back there watching. She did have women in the kit. She did. They were cute too. She had some women in them kits. But I'm telling you right now, if I got away with it, I didn't print no women out. Now I had to print her out. But I didn't print them out if I didn't have to. So this is the chief elder. He even looks hot being an old man, but he's the chief elder, sharing his wisdom and knowledge up under the moonlight. There is a reason the hair is flying and the feathers and the dream catcher. That's a powerful statement right there. It's just a powerful statement. And we remember him, don't we, ladies? He's come back to us again. And of course, we remember this one. This is, what can we say? Yeah, what can we say? I better call this one Chris. Me and hubby are already fighting. I better name this one Chris. So when I say his name, I won't be getting in trouble. We better not call him John, Frank, or Fred, because then, I'll really be in trouble. So we better stick to something that won't get me in trouble. Oh, this is a new one. Look at this one. This is a new one. This looks like we in the outback right here, let me tell you. He's coming to see you after a long, hard day's work. Or maybe he was coming to see you after he was chasing this here Indian. He's kind of cute. He looks like he might be little Indian, little white, maybe mixed in together. This is a new one. She kind of outdone herself on this one, didn't she? This is our same old boy we had before. She kind of cleaned him up a little bit. And I'm going to have to look at our book. I think that's the one we thought was her, but now she got some kind of thing flopping on his chest. I don't know. I think I liked him better being hurt than his little TLC. He can't run if he's hurt. This one's pretty. Now, I like this black and white. This maybe looks like a little pencil sketch. Back in the day, they didn't have all them cameras and stuff. A lot of people did the drawing and pencil sketching and stuff. And this looks pencil sketched. I like this one. By God, I think we could even color this one, couldn't we? That's right. You are right. You are right, Miss Bessie. You own it. You know, and I bet you named yours Joe, didn't you? I know. I know. I got your Joe right here. I'm gonna send it to you. It's in a little tag. You put in your book when you read. You can set it in your Bible to hold your page. Oh my God. So that is that one. Now this is cute, and I love the horse. I really love the horse. That's a little Indian there. It's got a nice little cut on his back. And this one here, that is just gorgeous. Look at that. I like that little wolf in that. I like this scene right here. I like that. Look at that picture. Isn't that a pretty picture right there? That needs to go on a collage, that part right there. You collage that on tag. See, I even made it smaller. And I made him bigger. And I had to put Sam Elliott in there, you know. Then I took a painting paper and I put some of the colors down. This was a printer got messed up. See, you know, it just got overheated. Didn't print right. You can see it printed halfway. So I took into one of my smile gel plates and did some texture and put on it. So you can have some texture and stuff to use for collage. Yep. Still is. If we're talking about Mr. Sam, we still are now. Ain't no was to it. No was to that. Hey, Di, there is no was to that. Mr. Elliott is still hot. I don't care if the man is knocking on 80 door. He's still a hot. He's one of those men. When you look at him, you just remember what he looked like when he was young. He has enough sexy charisma and everything that, you know, you don't even see age with him. You don't. Okay, so we have that. So we went over haul. Let me put this haul stuff up. I don't want to get messed up. Let me put my little chicken charms up because I got to put that on my chicken book. And I need to put these up. I don't want to get these lost. I'll set them over here. And then put these books down here out of our way. I'm not going to show you the other thing. Nakia sent me the Grey's Anatomy book and some pages out of her other medical book, you know, because I make journals for nurses and stuff. But I'll spare y'all. You know, the bunch of disease processes I don't think we need to look at tonight. Okay, so I've got all these. Now, we got to see how we can turn this book into, I guess, a history book. You know what I'm saying? So I do have some paint that I prepared, y'all. Hey, Dawn, I just didn't sit over here and look at these men that are half naked that Diane corrupted me with. You know? I mean, she just corrupted me. I went right over there and my wallet just flew out of my purse. Next thing I know, this was printing out on my printer and I'm like, it's magic. I didn't have anything to do with it. It's just magic. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The long-awaited time where we finish this journal tonight. Ta-da! It was magic. Hey, Elle, how you doing? Hey, Colleen. Didn't miss anybody else, did I? Okay. Try to make sure I got it on. live chat. Okay. Lord, I might have to get some papers out. So I do have, and we might have to darken it up some more, but I did prepare. I did. I got our palette. So I mixed up some teal, and I mixed up some rust, red orange, dark red orange rust, and then I did a palette of some orange to lighten that up with. So we've got our little palette here to do stuff in our book if we need to and do our page. Let me see if I can put this over here without knocking off on the floor. That would seriously push him over the edge. All right, so we have this and this here and that one. We turn the page. Now, here we have our cowboy. Let me see. We can't. Let's take it back just a little bit because y'all going to have to help me tonight now. Oh, okay. You're welcome. I'm not sure what that means, but you're welcome. Did you get your glue in? Okay. So let's turn it this way. And our little Viking that was coming out the picture frame. He was the first one we talked about. Look, I done flopped everything around. I don't even know what I did with them. And I got everything all messed up here. Okay. See, Di? Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad, girl. You see this right here? I took your picture and I cut it, and then I waited a minute so it looks like he's coming out of the picture. He's coming out of the picture to come get us. So we've got our cowboy here telling us, just put our art in it. Whatever else we need to. And then I thought we could have our Viking here. And then there's the cowboy there. And I think we put the Indian on that side. But I think we should have the Viking right here. Frame it up like that. Put it down. And then have it coming to this side. So when you flip over, we've got the cowboy with our Indian here. What you say, then we have all three of our men there. Don't you think so? Go once, going twice. Speak now, forever hold your peace, saying it ain't right. I swear, because that woman has a 911 conniption needing some Xanax. Call the people in the little white coat in the paddy wagon. Well, she don't have glue. It's a bad situation. You think I would have done ran out of music paper or something. It was bad. She just, I thought she was going to lay in the floor and throw a fit like a 2-year-old. I was worried about her. Because she cannot be in that craft room around those sharp objects doing that. You know how she is. She done cut herself all up. I'm like, oh, she fixing to lay in that floor and that rotor straighter razor thing's going to fall and stab her in the gut. I'm like, please don't let her throw a fit. Poor baby. I just felt so sorry for her. But not having glue is a serious 911 situation. I have that quart of my Nana's glue on standby, and I always have one bottle of Faber-Tac or 3-in-1 or something. I got one of them kind. I opened up my last bottle, so I have my other one coming in too. So, I understand. All right. And then let's put this down. We could. No. I better go and put that down because I cut that up. I started to say we could leave that open for a tuck. You know how I like those tuck spots of secret notes, but since we done cut this picture all up, might be some rubbing going on or something. I better glue it down. I better just glue it down. Because, it's weak right here. And that's why I'm using a collage medium, see? It'll help support it a little bit. And I want to get it, because I'm crossing over on this, I want to push it up in there really far. And then make sure it's creased good. So when I glue it down, it won't put stress on it. And it looks like it's puckered, but it's okay. So just go on and put your glue down like this, even though it looks like it may be crooked and puckered, it's fine because it's going down in there. So watch this. And then we're going to fold this back over while we take our thing and press up in the crease. And when we do that, and then spread it out. That way it connects to everything it needs to connect to. Okay, now we got to let him dry a little bit because he's got that medium coming through those holes. And it'll seal that hole. We're going to wipe it out. And then when he gets dry, which won't take long with that matte medium, I'll come over here and we'll put our ending with our cowboy. Who's going? Entrapment. Oh, you're going down. Good night, Dawn. Thank you. Entrapment. Oh my God. Okay, so then I need my Indian with my cowboy. Let me see. I printed out my good Indian. Okay, I think. Oh no, I had one I fussy cut it. I had these kind of separated just a little bit. And that went out the window. I mean, I don't know where I did with it. Uh-oh, here he is. I guess it was him. I thought I did another one. I lost him, or he's flying around here somewhere. All right, put those there. These are the big pages, little pages, big pages, little pages. There's my little Indians, little pages. These are mediums, littles, big pages, little pages, big pages, big pages, big pages, cutouts. Okay, so the only one that survived, I had another one, don't know where he went to. Okay, I like the Indian. Well, that's kind of I think it needs to be the single. Don't you think the single? We're telling a story. How did I lose a whole Indian? I think the Indian found another home. I think it needs to be a single one to tell our story. We've been singling, so I don't think I need to do a scene. I think it needs to be a single. I need to get me a glue book's what I need. Look, I even made me a little holder to put them in, y'all. That was my ink box. You know, I told you I had to refill my ink container. Then I didn't like the way it printed out on my paper. So I had to call, mess with them, tell them to send me some ink because I knew I was just fixing to use this ink up, print these things out. And I had to get them to get that for me. And then I tried to get me some better paper, and they don't have better paper. No, they don't. You get that semi-good copying paper on their paper plan, and that's the only paper you get with them. Now, if you want to, you can go to the store and buy their better paper. But if you're going to do the instant plan with the paper plan, you don't get the good paper. You just get what they send you, and that's it. There's not an option to get anything else. Don't talk to them about it because they ain't going to talk to you about it. So I'm sitting here debating whether I want to cancel the paper plan or not and just do the ink plan. But to be really honest, I do enjoy the paper just showing up at my door and not having to worry about it. Okay. So there we go. So here's the story. You have the Cowboys. Then the Viking decides to come alive at the museum. Then we have the Indians and the Cowboys. Then it goes in. These are the travelers that was traveling alone. Then here's the map of everything. I think I'm going to leave that map there. I like that page. I need to find something to go with this. Then on the back of this page, I think this is where it needs to start getting into our good story. So on this part, that's yarn. That's the modern day. Put that over there. We need, I think this Viking dude, and I think this Indian dude, or maybe this Viking dude. Oh, he looks a little sinister. I think we need him. And I don't think we need him. I think we need him. He looked like Chief Camelot. And then I'm kind of liking my cowboy man. Oh, we know. Let's see. I'm liking him and him. That way they're looking over there. And then we'll put him out. There was the water, the Viking. There we go. There we go. There we go. We can stack a pocket. We can make a pocket. This can be a pocket down here. And then this over here can be a pocket. And this over here can be a pocket. Which I'll say, stack a pocket. Don't you think so? Stack a pocket. It probably was. I'm not sure whose fault we're talking about, but you know. Hold on, that's the sun. They're coming in from the ball game. Hello? Okay, I'm back. I sent them little boogers cash. He needs to be real. Okay, let's see. They not getting no more out of Mama tonight. No. Okay, so we're gonna make this down here. Make it a pocket. I'm not gonna cut it, trim it, do none of that. I don't want nothing behind it. We'll put something around him. You know, it could be something funny. We need to get that little bitty lace like Marty likes. You know, that's what we need to put here. That little bitty lace. Right down here. All Vikings need a little lace. Ain't that right, Marty? Oh, no. You do like that lace, and I think that Viking needs some of that lace, girl. Yes, I do. Let me see. I think I got some of that or some of that either, because y'all know I don't know. It's either A, tatting, or is A, that lace that looks like tatting. One of them two. Then we're going to put the little Indian right here, because that's his part of the world. And we're going to put the little cowboy pocket so it staggers. We're going to put him right here because that's his part of the world. Yup. Woo, we got a big world to travel, you ladies. We better get our shoes on. We better get the shoes on. Now, as far as your jelly prints and everything, you could use those just like you use any piece of paper. You can coordinate the colors. We could have took this here and you could have cut the little square, made a border around this for the pocket. You know, you can use it for layers on things too. You could use it, a pretty one that you like, you could use for a pocket. I mean, make a tag out of it. Use the whole piece of paper for an envelope, make an envelope out of it. You can even make an envelope and mail it. Those are real cute. Let me see. I had that lace. I put my lace and stuff up here. See, I was prepared, ladies. I was like, we're going to do this up tonight. I'm going to be prepared and they're going to be shocked. I'm going to shock them, dismay them, and have them sitting in the corner sucking on their thumbs. Yup. There's a little bitty lace. Here it is. See, there's that little bitty lace like Marty likes. Now, we could take this one because it kind of looks like that stuff that you put on your drawers. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay. So, but it does. It reminds me of that. So we could just put that right here on the bottom of that Viking. That might be his souvenir or something. You just never know. I mean, after all, he was a Viking. They ain't got no home training. They ate with the hands. Whew. Bless it. He needs a mama. Or at least a caretaker. Marty, you gonna be his caretaker? I mean, you know, he probably loses his sword. Misplaces it. Need you to help him find it. Put it back in his sheath there. It's a mighty big sword. It has Celtic writing on it too. All right. And then the Indian ladies and stuff did all that lace work. And these are cute little daisies. I don't think we need to do that to him. We won't do that to him. No. Cannot do that. That sends the wrong message. Let's see what else we got over here. Oh, here we got this. And this goes with that. That looks, that looks a little Indish like kind of sort of. We can do like this and then rip it. Let's see if we can rip it. Oh, no, that was last week. That wasn't this week. It's Stick It that I need to do my prompt with. It is, looks kind of feather. Don't that look like a feather now? See? Let's do this side because the feather has two sides. There we go. We can put that down for the little Indian pocket. Maybe between him and the Cowboys so it looks like a feather. And then we'll cut this up here like this. Cut this off so it looks like a feather going down that side. See there? That looks like a feather. Hi-yi. Okay. You take care of the Indian that you already have. You took the Indian. I knew it. I knew it, Marty. I knew you took that Indian. It was up under my desk. And you portaled right on in there through it. I know it. You in them desks. We have got to find you a 12-step program about going up under people's desks. Surely to God there's one out there. All right. So we got the Indian feather there. When it dries, we can feather it up a little more. Okay, that's cool. Make sure this isn't sticking over here because I'd be really tore up if that stuck. Okay, it's good. It's dry. Okay. All right, so then we got our Viking and our Indian people. We got that done over here. There's our story to write about it. And then here they go. They're coming into town. The boys are coming to town. Didn't they do a song about them boys coming to town? They come into town. And the Indian heard the cry. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And so did the Viking. Yes, he did. No, he did. He did. Now, I'm sorry. That's got to go. We're going to put this here. We hearing cries and stuff. We don't need to have no... We don't need nothing like that. There we go. That's my onion skin paper. I don't do that to my onion skin paper. I need to cry. Let's see, what does this look like when I take this down? We could do it this way. That gives it some color. Let's pull this up here. That gives it some color, and you can't tell what it is. It just looks colory. That's good. That's good. That's upside down, but we can do it this way. And we can put it right here. That's good. Look at that. That's good. Yep. And then on this side of the... And look, I ain't got a writing spot to write about it. And on this side of the world, we could put our Viking right here. We can leave that to tuck the sweet letters. Yep. Look at that. That just works out so good, don't it? It just works out so good. Is she going to find out about what happened? I was trying to read because I think maybe I'm a little confused. Somebody want to catch me up to speed with my confused behind. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue right here, along here. I'm going to leave that with no glue. That's leaking. Okay, then I'm going to glue it right down here and then right down the middle here. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. That would not be a good situation. All right. And then we glue that part down the middle right there. And that leaves that open for your secret tucks. That's closed up. Then we're going to put our Viking dude here. All right. All right, I'm going to do a little slither off this. I'm going to try to do like Tina does. But you know, I never have been able to do it. I've been watching her for 4 years now, and I still can't do it. One day. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. And then I'm going to put this here. There we go. And to move it over because I didn't want to lose that. What happened? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Remember. All right. This goes down the side. Jesus, hard up in here. To the navel. Couldn't work that out no better than over here. And then up at the top. And there. And then right there. There we go. Okay. Got that. Oh, damn, I did the navel the wrong way, y'all. There's a secret part there, but this one, I did it to the navel and closed it up. Oh, well. It'd be all right. We don't need one secret hole. We'll leave this one open on the side. Since I goofed it up, we'll leave this one open on the side. You can always fix it. I didn't bumped around. I guess I dropped it on the floor. Okay. I'm going to do 3 sides. This side, the back, and the other side. And leave the front side open. So we can slide a secret note up in there. And then I'm going to pull this one here. And slide it right there. There we go. There we go. Then we can slide our secret note in there. We slide our secret note in there. This one I glued up. Then we got our Indian. He's going to tell our story there. Who likes sharp corners? Hey, Michelle. How you doing, Glitter? Oh, girl, we just working with the Cowboys, Indians, and Vikings. And finishing our storybook. And then we saw the little haul that I did and looked at our piano paper that I got that we're going to make the journal cover out of. Oh my gosh. We put a little squirrel up in there. Squirrel, because it causes squirrels. We slide a little squirrel card. I should look. Oh, I did leave that open. How diggity dang gone. All right. Put a little squirrel card there. Okay. That's ephemera stuff. Okay. Then we have them doing their business. That's ephemera. All right. Now, what are we going to do? I think we need to have the Indian facing that way, that behind him. And I thought I had a Viking left. See, you know what I like. I got all these big old pictures of these new Cowboys. We got some medium Vikings, though. We got him. But see, he's not doing nothing. We'd have to put him down here. Maybe I need a little picture since he's up close down here. So we could put him right here because he's just lost and dismayed down there. And then when it looks like here, that kind of looks like water. So that'd be good. And cut him out. And then there just won't be a cowboy. That'd be okay. We'll just have the Indian and the Viking. And then we'll see what happens afterwards. What y'all say about that business? I think this little Viking man's been getting around. I'm just saying. You got that. You like that hair going to the side and whooping, don't you? Like that 1980s do, don't you? Let's see if we want to cut. I want to cut this down just a little bit. There. Let's cut him down just a little bit. That looks good right there, don't it? Don't he look good right there? Let's see what we're saying. You was messing with your PayPal account. Did you get it straightened out, girl? I just knocked something on the floor. Oh, thank God. Well, I hope that palette is okay. Woo. All right. Breathing is good. Breathing is good. Keep him breathing. They can fix the rest when they get him to where he's going. Just breathing is good. That's the main goal, breathing and heartbeat. I mean, that was my goal when I worked. Get you to ICU, breathe it in your heartbeat, and otherwise the nurses could deal with you when you got back there. All right. Oh, he looks good right there, don't he, ladies? Yeah, he looks good there. He does look good there. Damn, I got a good eye. I don't think he can mess too much of nothing up, though. Be really honest with you. Let's see how we do with this Indian. Oh, the horse is hollering. And bless it. We gonna cut his whatever these are off. He don't need that big of a headdress. I think he needed some braids. You know you want to pull on their braids. And what is that, powwow? Is that what it is, powwow? You want to beat the powwow drum and pull on the braids. Marty says she wants to holler, who your mama? Diane said she wanted to say my name. And Glitter said that he said it was putting tame. And Miss Linda said, I don't know why I watch this girl. Oh, I send her happy mail. My mama says she wonders how come I don't chat in chat. My sister's too busy laying on the floor laughing. My son's too embarrassed. The other ones don't even bother coming in. They off doing their own thing. My husband's too entirely PO'd at me at the moment to even sit in here and make comments. But that's okay, because the comments we would be making would not be good. Hot dog. I do believe I cut them feathers right nice. Right nice. That's what you call right nice. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's the back 40 full blown. Y'all do know I had red hair, right? You know. I was redheaded. See, I'm ginger. That's years of sun tanning. It ain't red no more because it was gray and I had to, dye it. So, we're going to have to glue him. Wait, we need to do him like I did the Viking there. Where did I do with it? That's the second one I done lost. I can't keep up with these things. Woo! It's a situation when you can't keep up with your anchors. Maybe I need that back in there. My desk is a mess. It's going to take me a hot minute to clean up tonight, let me tell you. All right, so we got our Indians. We needed something there. I guess, Vikings is a football team, right? Ladies, Vikings, that sounds like a football team. I think there's a football team. And Cowboys, I know, is a football team. Because I like them Cowboys. And the Indians. Wasn't the Indians a Cowboy team? I know the Red Sox. That wasn't. The Chiefs. I know was. That's the Kansas City Chiefs. My gosh, I do believe that looks nice. Oh, cool. I thought you was just being funny. I didn't know you was like being for real. Well, when I was picking and trying to be funny, because your husband is Native American, that makes what I said even more funny. Okay, they look good, don't they? They do, but we got to do something here. I don't like this. What can we do there? Now, I did have this, so we can make washi out of that to cover that up, and it's green. And it's got this stuff here, so we could do that piece right there, and that would go in with that. Now, the washi tape, I do have this black and white. No, it's got two big words on it. I have the brown, but I think I'm leaning more toward doing it this way. Because my green is skinny. I don't have, I cleaned up, made my washi, and I don't know where I put it. But I know I don't have any green. Let's try this and see what happens. I have neon colors. Like this is my green I got. Let's see. I got this green. That's it. Then I got this green. No, that's the same as that green. That's about it. I got some more, I'm sure, because I got a whole thing. And I got brown. But I don't know where it's at, because it's over yonder somewhere. I put it somewhere. Told you I got to reset my craft room. I need to seriously. Right here. There we go. We can marker that down with some white dotted up, and that'd do good. We can fade that with some darker pens. Let me turn this. Oh my God. That's not good. I am surrounded by natives. I know. I wasn't going to say anything, Diane. Oh, no, he did not. He didn't miss a beat. Oh, my God. Oh, no. I don't think she found that funny, did she? That's just like a brother, though. Do something like that. That's how them boys are. Oops. I got my red food coloring dyed paper done. I got that done. And I got the yellow in there now. I think. No. I got the yellow last night soaking. So I took the yellow and I've got it drying. And then I took the blue and the yellow and made the green. And it's got green sitting in there doing its business now. Let me see if I can get that. I might have to get the fingernail polish remover out again to my fingers. Dee Dee said don't do this. And what am I doing? What she said don't do. All right. Don't do that with the matte medium. Okay, so there we go. What y'all think? See, and then we got this green. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So I can take my time and put this green and knock that green down. And I can get those watercolors out, acrylic paints, and go with that black. Looks good right there. Yeah, that's gonna do good. See how it does? It's gonna do good. We'll put some contrast interest and stuff in there that kind of goes with it. And then I'll dot it all up white up there like that, like the birds are on it. And it'll be okay. That piece looks good with them on it, don't it? I know, right? They look good there. Leave him popped over there. Okay, so they did their stuff. They did all that. They're posturing. He's protecting his woman. The Vikings on the lookout. They got some more Vikings coming because they need them a woman. And I got enough here. We should be able to tear this. See, I don't smoke anymore. So I got rid of all my lighters. Okay, I'm gonna tear this and then I'll go over there. And I think hubby's got one over there by his chair. And I'll burn this right here. You know, Vikings is always burning stuff. And I'll burn the straight line. All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go burn some stuff. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Oh my gosh, this is cute. Okay. That is cute. Isn't that cute? Looks good on that music paper like that too. My hands. Oh. Let me get a baby wipe. Yeah, over your sink with the water. I just did it over hubby's chair. And you know, it'd be right. You know. Top secret information. Yeah. I used to burn the prayers, send them up, write your prayers on paper and then burn it and send it up to Jesus. And then let's see. All right, so we got the Viking there. That looks really good. I was trying to see, should I just do it down as a background? Because it's too big over here, but I put it here just fine and do it down as a background. Like a collage. And then we could do a writing spot because there's no writing spot on that paper. Well, except for the paper itself, it's light enough to write on. You want us at your church? Hey, I did really good tonight. Why are you trying to send me to church? Oh, my Lord. Y'all, she's trying to send me to the preacher. I thought I did really good tonight. I was all sweet and nice and innocent. Ain't made no bad comments. Ain't talked about how hot these people are. I was really, really refrained myself, trying to make my mama proud with her home training. And what happens? She threatens me with the church and the preacher. What is a girl to do? Whoop, I just tore that. That's okay. All right. Oh, that looks nice. I ain't married to him, so I want to keep that part there. I like that. That's some pretty. Ain't no telling what she's saying to us in them rooms. We might need to look them up. She may be sending us a subliminal message. Oh. Are you in church right now? Girl, you are not taking me to church. You trying to send me to hell. Taking me to church with all this. Oh, Lord, I'm going to have to go to confession, and I ain't been in confessions forever. Like, never. Because I didn't finish, so I didn't have to go to confession. Which is a good thing, because I had a lot on my paper. A lot. That's all I got to say. Because you know, accidents was considered a sin. I accidentally picked my mama's flowers. I didn't mean to. That's one of them sins. And I was like, oh my God, I did that a lot in my life. You mean I got to say every time I did that to my poor grandma, my mama, and their flower beds, I will be here all day in confession. That's not even getting to the juicy stuff. Lord have mercy. That looks good with those put together like that. I don't either. I'm Pentecostal. We don't do that confession. We go up to the altar and pray. We tell Jesus about it. Unless it's really, really, really bad and we have to go get counseling from the preacher. Or you work in a church, then you have to tell the church. But I don't work in a church, so I don't have to tell the church. Okay, there we go. And we go this.
Okay, that will close.
Okay. Then we get this. Know what you're saying? It ain't that late, but okay. All right, we got that. We need the beer because they're celebrating. They need to celebrate right here. You're going to celebrate on the inside. Well, no, that's painting paper. They can celebrate right here. All right, this is the end, and they celebrating. We're going to put these together, and we're going to make a pocket out of this. Okay, so we're going to make what kind of pocket do I want to make? Hold on. Another bug in. All right, we'll put this here right here in the middle of that dome. That shield. What was those ladies called? What were the Viking ladies called? No, Pentecostals don't go to confession, honey. We get up there on our knees and pray to the good Lord. But, if you convert to Catholicism, you have to go to confession. Okay, so trying to think, do I want it to be right here like a long belly band? I could do it here. We could have a pocket here, a short pocket there. And then when you flip it over, if we do it here, then you could have a tuck-up pocket. We can leave that open. That could be a tuck-up pocket. You could tuck something in there. Okay, let's do it here. Make this a pocket there. I'm going to do this here, just have a solid tuck-up pocket so we can still write. Then we'll do this here. There they are. They're in from the baseball game. They're eating and they're loud. They walked in and knew I was recording. Looked at me. Looked at y'all. Went on in there and they're still loud. The nuns knew everything and they narked on you. No, I didn't convert. They're called shield maidens. Well, I imagine they are called shield maidens. But, you know, the warrior women. Valterian. Is that it? I don't really think they were Vikings, but it was during the Viking era. Okay, there we go. And then we'll put this here for the center page on that. And then he looks like he could party hardy, honey. We'll cut him around. We'll cut this around here like this. Cut that out. And then the chief. We'll put the chief and the puppy on this side. We're going to get rid of that. And we'll put the chief and the puppy on this side, on the lower pocket. The big Viking down here on that pocket. And he's just sitting here having a good time. He's sitting on that bench and he's just had a little bit too much. Yippers. Yippers, yippers. The celebration is on. Celebration time. Come on. We gonna do a Viking, have a real good time. Did you look at this? This just don't look right. That really looks, you know, the little P word. That's got a funky little shape to it. I don't think you looked at that real close. I just don't think you did. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I didn't ask them. They came in. I'm such a bad mama. I didn't even ask him how the game went. But he didn't come in like he won, so. Or that they made the second round playoff, so. I wasn't going to say nothing. Because they kind of suck a little. All right, this is the last thing. And then we'll tell our good night story and go to bed. Because this the party, and they gonna party and pass out. So. His hair look like he needs a comb. Wasn't the Vikings kind of smelly people? I mean, they just look like they would be just a little smelly, a little rough around the edges. We're going to put him like that. There we go. There we go. Oh, my word. So his hair goes down there. He's there. And then where did Jack Boy go? John Boy. Okay, y'all been watching me put this thing together all night. You really have. So, let's take a vote. Who do you think is the winner of this here history / sport / candy event? Would it be the Cowboys or the Vikings? Or did the Indians slide in here and them Indians take it? Which way did it go? Who took the cake? Would it be the Cowboys, the Vikings, or the Indians? Make your place your bets. Place your bets. Who you think? Who you think? Vote for your favorite hottie. The Indians, the Cowboys, or the Vikings? And then, if you missed it last night on our exit, I pulled a good one. I thought Miss Beth was going to spank me. I left y'all with a cliffhanger of a story that my son had started writing. So I have his permission, and he sent me the other chapter so I could pick up where we left off. And that's what we're going to do after we get through voting. That's how we're going to end it till we get through with his story. I don't know what chapter he's on as far as actually writing it, because he's not finished with it completely yet. He's writing it as we speak. Should have put this on some cardstock. I could have made me a center pocket out of it. But I've had enough freaking pockets. It's not like I'm going to put anything in it. This book is for show only. I got to get me some. I got some boho trim that looks kind of Indian-like over there. Need to get that and put on it. I got some more of that teeny underwear looking lace that we need to put on it. The Cowboys definitely need some of that in their bedroom theme. And we can even paint that color. I got my paint out. I have to do that before I go to bed, though, because this done got too late. But we needed to paint that cowboy. That was what I was going to do with that paint. But I either had to put it up in the paint saver or paint it. I can paint it and stick it a picture on Miss Beth's. Woo! I broke it. See, that don't look right. Just saying. Did anybody else notice that, or was it just me? But that looks like the moon there. Look at that. That's cool. That turned out cool. Yeah, the lace look like the lacy part that goes around your underwear. Do I need to say any more that, you know? Oh, golly, dog. Let's put him over a little bit so he's a little more pronounced. There we go. He actually looks like he's leaning up against that. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Hey, how you doing, Angela? You feeling okay? She's scared you're gonna make us go to church. This is our dream. That's our reality. Oh, that was wrong. Oh my God. We did good with that. Oh Lord, we did good. That looks good. All right, it's got some sticky. We gotta leave that open. All right, so we're gonna clean that up. I'm gonna pull out my stuff to tell my night story. And then I think, I don't know. I have to look and see what I got going on. I may put our paint in our paint saver. So we can do that another night. Let me get this up because you know Marty will be having issues. We cannot have our Marty having issues. No. There it is. I found it. See? I knew it was somewhere on this desk. All right, let me get my phone. I think that's the only thing I had open. I got all the glue dyed up Marty. I got all the tops on it. None of that's glue. That's all paper stuff. We good. We good, girl. See, sharp objects put away. Diane will not hurt herself. We forgot to put him in there. I'll go back and put him in there with the Viking coming through. He doesn't go in there. He goes in the back where there's some new stuff at. Okay, there we go. Sharp objects up. Diane cannot cut herself again. You have to watch her. She's grounded. Okay. There we go. All right, y'all. Settle down now. Get in your snuggled up position. Get your teddy bears out. Get your lollipop. All that good stuff. All right, here we go. Last night, let me pull it up. I have to go to Facebook. He sent it to me on Facebook, on my messenger. Is that? Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let me see. We'll pick up here where we left off, okay? Everybody ready? What's with the symbols? Max asked his mother. She hesitated, her eyes darting around nervously, looking around the street. I don't know, sweetie. Maybe it's just some local legend. Max wasn't convinced. He felt like there was something more to those symbols, something sinister. As they walked, the fog began to clear, revealing the town's quiet charm. Max saw some old fashioned street lamps, some antique shops, and a bustling town square. But despite all that town's charm, Max couldn't shake that feeling, just couldn't shake it, that something was off. The townspeople seemed friendly. There was an undercurrent of tension, though. Max saw whispered conversations, nervous glances. He began to wonder what was really going on in Brindlemark. As they approached their new home, a small Victorian house on the outer skirts of town, Max felt a sense of unease. The house, it just seemed to loom over him. The windows, they looked like big old empty eyes just staring back. What now? Yeah. My son wrote. Oh, okay. I see it. Okay. I try to glance up every once in a while because I'm trying to read this story. It's kind of hard. um, let's see. The house seemed to loom over him, the windows like big old empty eyes staring back. Mac's mother smiled, trying to reassure him in her motherly way. It's just nerves, sweetie. We'll make this place feel like home in no time. Max wasn't so sure. He felt like he was stepping into a whole new world, one that was full of secrets and mysteries. As they entered the house, Max, I'm going to change his name to Mark, I'm sorry. Max saw that it was old and creepy, had worn wooden floors, faded wallpaper, but despite its age, the house seemed to be warm, even having a welcoming atmosphere. Mac's mother smiled, seeing the look in his face. I knew you'd like it, kiddo, she said, hugging him tightly. Oh, but as they settled into their new home, Max could not shake that feeling like they were being watched. Whew, he didn't like it either. He saw movement at the corner of his eye. When he turned his head, there was nothing there. Nothing. It was as if the house itself was watching him, waiting, just waiting to see what he was going to do next. And then, just as Max started to feel at home, he heard a strange noise. It was low, creaking sound, like the house was shifting and settling weirdly. Max's heart skipped a beat as he realized that he was not alone in the house. Oh, shoot fire. What's going to happen, y'all? I'm scared myself. Chapter 2. Your first clue. Max's first day at Brinkwood High School was a blur of new faces, unfamiliar classrooms, as he struggled to keep up with lessons, his mind wandering back to the strange feeling of being watched. At lunchtime, Max sat alone at the table, watching as the other students laughed and chattered. That's when he saw her. Uh-oh, he saw her. A girl with piercing green eyes, watching him from across the room. Oh, she got his little Indian girl. She smiled, and Max felt a spark of connection. Uh-oh. Her name was Lily. Lily and Max. Uh-oh. As she introduced herself to him with a confident smile. Oh, he's gone. As they talked, Max felt a sense of belonging. He hadn't experienced since moving to Brindlemark, but Lily's expression turned serious, her eyes clouding with a warning. Max, be careful. This town has secrets, and not everyone wants them uncovered. Max's curiosity was piqued in. What secrets was Lily talking about? What was they trying to keep hidden from him? As they walked through the hallways, Max noticed that the school seemed to be filled with an undercurrent of tension. Maybe just because his girlfriend wanted to be freaked out on him, but whatever. The students seemed nervous and on edge, and the teacher seemed to be watching them with the intents that made Max uncomfortable. We're going to talk about the flow of that paragraph. Lily seemed to sense his unease. It's just the usual drama, she said, rolling her eyes. But there was something more going on, something that nobody wanted to talk about. Max was watching Lily. His mind was racing with questions. I bet you he was. What was Lily talking about? What secrets did the town have? What was the town hiding? What she got up in her clothes? As they approached their next class, Max saw a figure watching them from across the hallway. It was a tall, imposing man with piercing eyes. Max felt a shiver run down his spine as the man's eyes locked into his. Who's that? Max asked, Lily nodding toward the man. Lily's expression turned nervous. Why, that's Mr. Blackwood, she said, her voice barely above a whisper. He's the school principal, and he's not somebody you want to trifle with. Don't mess with him. Max felt a sense of unease as Mr. Blackwood's eyes continued to bore into his. What was the principal's secret? Why did Max feel like he was being watched? Why did Max feel like the principal was going to eat him alive? Y'all have a good night now. Sleep tight. Don't let them bed bugs bite. And we'll continue that another day. What could that old principal have going on? What y'all been saying up there? Oh, thank you. Okay, y'all have a good night, and we'll see you back here tomorrow, and maybe we'll continue the story, and we'll see what happens, and I'll be here, the oldest one, BJ, the 30-year-old. I hope he don't go down to that boiler room either. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow, as long as the creek don't rise and the Lord's willing. Oh, tomorrow's Freaky Friday. Woohoo! Night, y'all. Thank you. Love you. See you tomorrow. Appreciate you coming by. If you're doing it on replay and got this far, woohoo! See you on Freaky Friday.